hate crime. This is gay people talking about, oh, there's a hate crime against us. But the whole time they looking for heterosexual women with the work of God between their legs to destroy it because they want some of these people are transgenders that try to get a sex change and it still didn't work to keep the men or the men don't stay around or something. And then these people want to they know who they gravitate towards, especially these other entities for something. And so they want to ruin your it's like I heard somebody's got a LLC on it. Somebody's got a destroy death penalty on it. Now, unless all these men that are at the top are gay, you understand? You're not about to try to sacrifice your you're not sacrificing your top son. What she say? I got a bitch that you between her legs. If you get between her legs, it's like you didn't something with a ball of sunshine or something like this. Who is doing that? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. So I know that we're not dealing with regular human beings or we're not dealing with something, something. All right. Or these people just like phallic. They worship the phallic. No matter what, if it's a girl that's got it or a boy that's got it, they worship the phallic. You understand? So these people think something about some world card ending or something like this. Dude, you didn't create this energy. You cannot destroy it. You not create this energy, man. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody is crazy here. Somebody wants forgiveness. Somebody saying, please love me or something like this. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't keep an open mind about this, man. Somebody is who they is, and that's just the bottom line. Okay? We got a monk or nun, okay? Somebody may not be a monk or nun. Somebody could be trying to get you into a nunship or to be a monk or something like that, and that's not what you're here to do. You're not here to be locked up in a place or something like this and giving your ministry. Somebody is supposed to be out there sharing whatever they have with the world here freely. People ain't supposed to be locking you up so they can rob you of it either, because it doesn't give you the same blessing. Some people don't know what it's like to be in your energy without just taking your energy, without with saying, Mother, may I, or asking Gaia before they take. Okay, this is not biblical. Okay, something is not biblical. Don't keep it up in mind. It's not biblical. Now, I think I heard Rashad, whatever his name, Jamal or something, say something like, no, now that's different for them women that's over there that they say they believe in Christ and they say this and that or whatever, and they read the Bible and stuff like this, and that's what they do or something like that. But you can't go going in our arenas or whatever and spreading that stuff. Well, I'm not messing with nobody. I'm just doing what I do on my channel. That's how I know that these esoteric niggas is pressed as well. Because it's basically all leading back to steal the motherfucking Bible. And what you doing ain't got nothing to do with biblical, ain't got nothing to do with humane. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. You trying to do what you want to do, but you stopping other people, trying to stop people from doing what they want to do or what they're brought here to do. So again, what I'm saying is not necessarily biblical either. I feel like with this America or this strength card, what I'm saying is also not somewhat biblical, or it's not biblical for lions to have handlers. It's not natural for lions to have handlers. You get what I'm saying? So which one of the lions, even if this was a family here, which one of the lions thought that it was good to have this lion have a handler? Even if this is let's break it up here, because it's the biblical. Yeah, and it's something about Al is in reverse. So somebody could be trying to make you like your uncle's child or something like this, but the uncle could have did different things than the father did. Like the uncle could have been somebody that did deals or bribes with people, but the father was somebody that was an architect or a builder of something, or comes from a lineage of builders of something. Meaning, I am a builder of something. I'm not a briber. I'm not somebody that like to. A briber could also be somebody that studies your intel, learn something, and worship your channel or something, but don't support it, don't have no likes or comments, but they come out with doing something almost identical to what you doing. And I can see the phenotype on this person, and I see that you look like my grandma a little bit, but I don't know what they made. You also look like what is her name? Something 444. There's this little dark skinned girl. I can't remember what her name is. Angelic something 444, I think. Right. So not all people in certain bloodlines. Some of these people that have carried these names, I'm just saying it's a lot of weird stuff that happened here. I can't even think about somebody without seeing zip, 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 zip. This is what could have happened. Now, when I think back to my grandma now, I'm like, oh, so really the anointing could have been from somebody from that McLaughlin bloodline, but to this grandmother, because that could have been also she could have been a daughter or a concubine. It's something like this, okay? And then so there is some Irish energy, excuse me, here, but it would be mainly directly back from that McLaughlin, which could have been a Caucasian man, okay? Because and something could have been inserted into the womb or inserted into something here or into the wombs that were underneath the microscope at the time that this grandmother and this grandfather was alive. You see what I'm saying? This is a whole nother world that we talking about, a whole nother sector here. You know, there's no office to go complain about these types of complaints. This is why it's so but it's so concerning to me. It's so concerning to me. And how is somebody that is first of all foreign to the land or something like this, also maybe even from a plot of land that is on this continent, but it they could have grew up in a city that's close to the waters. How are you here making rules about me when there's no known existence of me or my family, at least my grandmother and my great grandparents here on this soil right here? But your great grandparents is still in Mexico. How are you coming here telling me anything? Do you understand what I'm saying? How are you using all of my things and then telling me anything? How are you using my name and running my kingdom into the ground? How are you a friend, a sister, a mother, a father, a spouse, and you didn't tell me who I was? You just decided to take my reign for yourself. Who are you? But liars and manipulate. These people cannot build heaven. They can't be in heaven. We don't want nothing you got to offer in the heavens. This could be the defeat of AI. It might have to go back underground for 44 years until I get my lick back or and that just means get my stuff back. Until I get my chance to do what I was supposed to be doing for 44 years. You get what I'm saying? So that's why we had our first black president, 44. There's something significant about this 44 or 88. Could be significant here. 1988 or 88 years or something like this, okay? Something like this, guys, okay? So again, imagine the people at the top are all hiding something. They want to lessen somebody and say, oh, well, you talk about these things. You can't be one of us. You're not one of you. Don't you understand, idiot? You're not one of you. You're not one of me. A real king or a queen addresses the people and tells the people what's going on for real. You so used to this fake media and all this other shit that you don't even know what a real kingdom look like. You know, these people is getting on my, you don't even know what a real kingdom look like. You don't even know what a real kingdom look like. You've been brainwashed and bamboozled and you've been Stockholm syndrome. At least I admit that maybe that is what's going on with me, but I'm aware of my surroundings and I'm gaining my footing and it's not going to stay like that forever. But these people are still hanging around and trusting. I can live with your ass and not trust you no more till I figure out what I'm going to do that's stable. Somebody's talking about broken promises. Yeah, well, the promise was for the finances to come in so I could get my bag first because only an idiot would leave the post that they at and go to another post without the bag. Only an idiot would think about anything that you're talking about. Oh, you want me to work out? Okay, well then where's the money to get the workout clothes? Where's the money to get the membership? Where's the money to get the personal trip? Then shut the fuck up. So you broke your promise when you didn't give me the things that I necessarily needed to get these things. And then so the promise is broken. So I can't work out. And I'm not going to work out because God chose me just how I am. And that's why I said these people is about to end up at this. If this is some skinny bag of bones, you about to end up you're already one step away from the grave. It ain't even healthy. American women in the ancient books, it says that these American women were robust women with larger frames, large calves, large wrists, large hands. They was large. They was robust. You know what robust mean? It don't mean what they see in the movies with the bones hanging all out the back. Yo, you don't want to eat nothing. You don't want to do something like this. You're gonna end up one step away from that pit that you dug. This somebody that's probably a bag of bones that sit there and talk about all they can talk about is your weight or something like this. Wait a minute. Nobody fucking asked you. I look fine. I look fine. I could look better, but I look fine. These are people that praise people that got everybody got a tummy tuck or fat removed or something like this. That's really all I would need is a little bit of, work on my abdomen area. I did have twins and I did have a couple children. You understand? Other than that, the rest of my body is a little bit toned. I like the rolls that hang off the back of my back. I like the way they look in those sundress. As long as I got lotion on them. It look like a roll of biscuits, like the Pillsbury dough. I like the way it look. Shit, you ain't got to. You ain't got to. I like the way it look, actually. You shouldn't be looking at, snooping at somebody when they take off their clothes. Who is you? A freak? And obviously, if you watching it like that, you must like something about it. Don't be mad at yourself. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Touch it. Feel it. If I give you permission. If I didn't, don't. I am not changing anything to enter into anything that God already chose me for. So we got forgiveness. Somebody wants forgiveness. If you don't want to forgive them, they don't know or not. This person is just somebody that they just wheeled out different things all day. They don't know. They don't even know what they want. Whoever this is, okay? All right. Somebody is mad because you're not mourning something, and you may not even know about a certain death, and you're not mourning, and somebody want to put you in jail because you're not crying about a death that somebody brainwashed out of you that you don't even know happened. Also, I feel like monk or nun in reverse. Somebody don't want you to be a monk or a nun. They don't want forgive. This is somebody that's trying to imprison you because you broke out of something and they don't want you to be out and be free and have fun and enjoy yourself and also be able to communicate with higher level individuals here so that they can know the truth about this person lying and hiding you. Okay? Somebody is doing this here. All right? Right where you belong. In my skin. That I'm happy in. So somebody wants you to change for them. I ain't never heard of such a thing. That would be bowing down to somebody. This is somebody that wants you to have, if your cup is good on the outside or your cup is some kind of way on the outside, they want to damage the inside walls of your vagina so that you can have the same kind of scars and stuff that they have when they went and got their transgender surgery that they're not happy with. It could have been the reason why this person kept coming towards your direction and felt some kind of way, and they didn't feel the same kind of way in that. So somebody trying to put you in prison, or somebody else is about to go to prison for what they did to this person that's in the upright. All right, lessons and blessings is coming to this person that's in the upright. This person of the lion and the wolf. All right, but see, that's what I'm saying. This is both oceanic energy on this card. All right. This is both oceanic energy on this card, but I feel like somebody might have a red do-rag and a black covering on their head. But that person is saying that you the blood of what's left there, the African breeds. Y'all killed off the rest of the American breeds as they came into the Carolinas to get their blessings, or as they were called back home to start going through a transformation. Y'all killed them. You killed the American versions and you let the African versions live over there in North Carolina with the Parhams and the Spencers and some of these Egyptians and these other people. You let them live. The ones that was getting called home to the east of the garden, you allowed the ones that reside more on the American or have the more American features, you killed them or had them killed. And you let the ones live that was of the African breed or the heavier African breeds or traits. And now you're going to die. That's what it says in the Bible. You made their blood shed, or my people's blood shed. Now yours is going to be shed. That's why there's a line of demarcation right here. Okay? The American lion, we had the American lion here is supposed to be extinct. The wolf may not be, the wolf or the jackal may not be, or these could be also hyenas. Okay, they're not natural to this area here. You see how it's light green right here? Because there could have been some essence of the greens at first. This was a collective people of green people or green deal people or something like this that were originally from here. The dark green is coming from the fact that they got too many different breeds up in here. They got too many. It's like a melting pot now. Nobody is really. They only got their eyes on what they can get here. They're not worried about keeping resourceful or keeping protected the original so-called white or pure-blooded Indians or the breeds with those heavier in their DNA. They're not about that no more. These wolves or these hyenas we ain't never had hyenas here. We've had American lions or whatever like this, but we didn't have hyenas here. These are these African hyenas from over the seas here that brought the witchcraft here, that mixed with these people here. That was the American lions or these Sekhmet and all of them. Yeah, these people, Egyptians too. In the Carolinas. The lion was already here. Sekhmet is an American lion or lioness energy. These wolves or this whatever represents the jackal or the wolf or something. These other breeds here. The wolf. If you look up the wolf, you'll study. It means it's talking about the devil. It's talking about the devil. We did a video in depth on it a couple months ago. I don't know how you're gonna find it, but again, they know everything else that I'm said. It represents the devil. Confirmation. That's why I say I'm of these bloodlines. I'm not ashamed of it. It's how am I showing up in the world today. That's why you can't even choose me from you can't even search me from my past. And even if you did, you're not gonna find anything that was against natural law that I did. You're not going to find anything that's against natural law that you see me do against another person just to do it for kicks or some shit like this.
Mom,
Mm-hmm.
what mood are you in?
I'm not in a good mood and I don't want to talk to nobody about nothing. I mean, I'm in a decent mood, but I don't want to keep talking about something I'm not about to want to talk about. Okay. So we got Greco-Roman energy showing up here. All right. I was watching a documentary when I woke up about the fact how Romans was giving Jesus, I think, a hard time or something like this, or saying that somebody couldn't be. Okay. Or Christ. These people feel like that they're going to be able to do this, but they were not supposed. What did I just say? I don't want to be interrupted. Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm just putting.
Okay. Don't put it by my mouth. I don't want that by my mouth. So this could be, somebody could be of Greco-Roman descent or ascent. This could be Cleopatra energy. There is a heavy energy of Cleopatra in Kenosha. Somebody could be trying to take that from me or somebody here. Okay. We got Asia here coming up upside down or sideways. These could be Asiatic people. Like I said, I could be the one that's about to take down this peppermint energy or already has, that are some of the last Tibetan. They're reincarnates of the last Tibetan emperors. These are people that also cut off their ears or their hair from around the edges. So these are people that came to see, is this a Roman thing or an Asian thing? Because God said, don't cut off the hair or the ears around your edges. God said, don't do that. Now somebody say, well, your ancestors could be the ones that let people, it said, don't cut off. Yeah, to let somebody in and you exert your power and authority over these motherfuckers as soon as they come through the gate. And then when something get out of line, it ain't because, oh, she's sucking so good, I just can't. No, bitch, you gotta go. I could find another one. It's a billion bitches on this land mass, if that was the case. No, these people don't know how to rule. These men are weak. Period. These men are weak. They're not all of them. The ones that probably ain't, that have discipline, sexual discipline, and not in a lustful energy, they don't want them in power. They want the ones that's compromised. They want the ones that have footage on. And so all these people have to get scooped out, like you trying to scoop people guts out or scoop people walls out. You need to get scooped out and replaced. Because there's no need, there's no room for you in this empire that's being built. I know how to, I don't like to clean up my house, but I know how to organize something. You know what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't like, I feel like my mind, the way my mind works, I should have somebody doing everything behind me. I must be the man. The reason why I could be agitated sometimes is because I'm supposed to be making really serious decisions. And sometimes I felt like I was there changing diapers and something else major that I was supposed to be doing. And then I would look around to my left and see my person just get off work and sit on the couch. It would piss me off because I felt, I'm just being honest with you guys. Some shit is coming out today. And I knew I was supposed to be doing greater things. And then I would look and say, oh, I wish, at least my man was doing, but maybe somebody was out there. They was just doing greater things with somebody else. They split somebody and this motherfucker was out there doing greater things with somebody else in my name. And I would think sometimes, why would I get agitated? I wouldn't take it really out on the kids, but sometimes if they got all over me, I'm like, leave me, like right now when I said, I don't want to talk about that right now. You understand what I'm saying? I have lots of things, there's layers of shit on my mind. And I don't need no head contraption. I don't need to stalk nobody else or watch nobody else like peppermint them, be all up in my fucking business. I don't need to direct my energy towards somebody to get and siphon and see what they're thinking. I don't do none of that. I pull from the top, from up, the most high self, and then God. I can't help that when I see you, God might show me something. Or when I hear you, he said, yeah, that's what they said, but this is what they really fucking saying. I can't help that part. I'm not looking, for that to happen, especially if I can't prove it to other people that it's happening. But the point is, other people that's in these programs know that it's happening. You're just letting people get away with murder. And so when they get murdered, then there's nothing to cry about. There's nothing to cry about when they get murdered, because I feel like we have a team of motherfuckers too. Okay. And then when they put their hands, don't touch them. That's why I said in Psalms that these people are going to be able to have an orderly something about them, go out and cleanse this land and kill these people or get these people out the way, and they're not going to be touched. And so you're trying to watch them so that you can try to touch them. When you done let everybody else foreign and every foreign things and every creeping thing come in here and smash and grab things from Americans, you should be ashamed of yourself. And that's why I'm telling you, they ain't even know nothing here. Okay. Now, I do know that this has something to do with the UK or something like this, and there might have something to do with, I was even watching another documentary when I say I had to admit that. Some of these people came in here to rack this shit up or whatever, and then rack up shit and then take it back to the UK or take it back to their countries. Maybe some people came and did that again in my stead or something, but then now they want to reject me from the throne. They want to try to give it to Charles or something like this, or they want to try to do something else. They're not doing anything to finish the job up. I've been sitting here waiting for a word for something for 3 years. A sign, something like this. You understand what I'm saying? So, do you see what I'm saying? So these people feel like they can run ahead of the Christ in the heavens or in a seat or something like this and block somebody, but they're not going nowhere. They're lying. They're going right back down wherever they came from. You're not going to stay. This is why Asians have a protection order on them for the past couple of years since COVID, because they said they was being attacked. But the American Indian or these older races, what do they have? Megan Thee Stallion got some kind of actor right on her after she got shot in the foot. What do the American Empress have? If you're not going to respect the Bible, then what does the American Empress have? That's America's very own. I just heard October's very own. That's America's very own. Anybody against that is against America, and you don't belong here. And it's best just to listen. Hitler killed a whole bunch of people. Stalin cut off some hands. Some people deported people. I don't want to have to deal with this crowd of people again. That's what I just know what I said. And if you know, you know. I need the loot. Mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, whatever. I need the loot. Take the loot and get rid of the, you understand what I'm saying? How they took the Indian and kept the man. Take the loot and it's a wrap. New love in reverse, love life in reverse. Somebody got business to take care of. I wish these people would stop playing. You just admit these are the women. They more in their emotions about this shit. Well, you have to have someone. Oh my God. My soldiers, my warriors. Russia representing his darker skinned women from Africa or India or these places here in that continent over there, and honoring them above the throne of God here in America. So it don't got nothing to do with me, my weight, and they're gonna try to find anything. These people are partnered with criminals and scam artists and all this stuff. And you trying to talk about my belly? When I'm supposed to be a billionaire, I could get this motherfucker removed in one day if I wanted to, if you would stop playing with my money. Also, this Star of Mexico, this Candelaria energy here, these Alberons, this shit is in reverse here. Okay? Even though Mexico is on this landmass, when they come over to North America, this is America. In America ain't nothing like the way these people try to pass it off that we doing this and we sneaky and we be going in. America really don't even be doing no shit. We really be getting pulled in and stuff we ain't got nothing to do with. So we got free yourself. We got sneaky fox, this menage energy in reverse, and we got this person don't have thoughts about somebody because he probably about to lose his fox and his star. Or this could be this menage Rihanna energy, okay? That somebody is they may not think about you as a little girl or think about you no more, or they not thinking this look like my little sister Anna a little bit. Somebody might not be thinking about this person no more because you may be, somebody might be getting turned on by something here. All right, but you're gonna lose this loyal person. This might be off to a distance here. Okay, this could be also a group of people, up to 10 people that was your followers or something like this. I mean, they had protection under the king, but oh well. Okay, in the distant horizon here, 36. This got something to do with Christ. Okay. Also, this is making me think about the Cole Navy SEAL. Excuse me, the ship is back here, but the American Eagle, excuse me, is flying away with this anchor on the Cole coat of arms. I mean the Cole Navy SEAL. But here we have a seagull over here in the dark clouds. But you see what I'm saying? There's no American Eagle in here, but you see, this could be what they did is try to take this. Yeah, somebody broke a vow to God. So you don't win then. I mean, I don't know if what these people think. I don't know what I don't know what they're thinking something is, and make the effort here. Love is worth taking a step in guided, something guided to take here. But somebody wants you to settle, basically. All right. There is some kind of communal living here. These people are in one little group here doing something here. These people that are about to go right back down where they came from. They got to learn lessons and blessings here. Okay, the Greco-Roman energy is in the upright here. All right, but again, this is phallic worship. It looks a lot like phallic worship here. All right, but confirmation. But this could be also the buildings or the bridges or these are aqueducts or something like this that are strong here. This is strong. These ain't no weakened phallic energies by lust or by perversion or you know what I'm saying, by casting their wands to swine or shit. You see what I'm saying? There could have been a heavy energy though of gay stuff going on with these toga parties and stuff in this Greco-Roman. So I don't know, but we got Greco here. I don't know why I always think Geico. This is Greco-Roman energy here, so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would have to see where the Greco is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Something is the key. I would have to look at the Greco energy. So whoever this person is over here, this Queen of Pentacles 333, they saying that this is the bloodline. But like I said, what is the blood of the people that fell in that land 200, 300, 400 years ago? We don't want these new people that was just brought over here in the past couple of years or something thinking that they was going to take over the land. We don't want them. They're getting removed from power here. This is we see what they've been doing here. So this is not the blood. That's not the bloodline. Yeah, Beyonce's, because Beyonce is of an African bloodline that's trying to invade into my bloodline or try to take even that black nationality or that black name could be the black water energy or a certain type of African energy here. Okay. But like I said, this could be also why the grandfather was cast out, because if we see this owl energy, somebody could be trying to say that that's your father or something like this, but I don't think so. I think this is spiritually unlimited spirituality or whatever. That may be her father. But again, this owl energy is not this feminine lioness or this lion here. This is that's Hananam energy. That's India. So all the people that have this resonating higher in their bloodline throughout the family, if these are real family or fake families, or if these were splices that were created by these other nations at some point in time, they're not the key. All right. So somebody's saying, "Oh, I remember the night I fell in love." So this person could be over here with this person dealing with this person here. But I feel like this person is really saying it's unsatisfactory. This is just somebody who's childish that wants you to just say yes and forget about all this stuff or something and take them back. But if you don't, they feel like they have the something to they have the authority or something to cast you out or cast me out. This is somebody that's got a God complex. All right. They're not of the bloodline, but these men being selfish and trying to keep me out of something, then let these other people in and they feel like the bloodline is theirs. All right. This is what it seemed like to me. It seemed like these people think that the bloodline is theirs. And that's probably why they never invited me to come that way and get some kind of initiation or something. And it's 22 something years later. You see what I'm saying? And now some of these people could be like, dang, now I see what they was doing here. Okay. But I feel like somebody was copying you or somebody's using this person is the one that's using your identity. Because look, it says make the effort here. And then it says very soon over here. So this person is doing adult things with this person over here, but they doing childish things with you over here. Okay. And somebody that was a loyal servant is not anymore. Just because I'm stating a claim to this doesn't mean that I'm saying that I cannot be friends or associate or work with these people here. More than likely, they have information that I would need here. All right. More than likely, they would have information that I would need here. Okay. Um, to be honest with you, because these could be information keepers or something like this here. All right. These could be people that was hired to do this information, but they didn't. Maybe whoever hired them knew, or they didn't know that this is how it was going to go. Okay. So this energy here, this could be handing them energy. Like I said, these people are more concerned about sexual nature, sleeping around. They could be more also concerned about color. Okay. These are people that's still in the blood, still in the cloaks or the coats or grafting themselves into family trees that they're not really originally a part of, so they can't even do that. Okay. Trying to figure out, I'm trying to find this article in here. A person charged in any state. Now, I'm guessing this is if you're guilty of it. If you don't even know that somebody did this to you and wrote this up, then this is not even legit. How can somebody claim that you did something and you never went to court for it? They had other people probably go sit in court in your name. You don't even know nothing about this. So these could be people that flee from a state. Somebody could also be trying to get you into a crime or set you up or something like this because somebody stole my pocket knife that I found in the park. Somebody could have went and did them. I was playing with that pocket knife for days. I was keeping it in my shirt and everything. Somebody could have took that out of here. I can't find it no more. And I've been straightening up and everything, and I still can't find it. So somebody could have took this. I think somebody actually lives in the apartment building with my daughter. One of these tarot readers is 28, something 28. This person could have already used my identity in the past. Okay. A person charged in a state with this crime can flee from injustice and can be found in another state and shall, on demand of the execute authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to and removed to the state having jurisdiction of the crime. So I don't know. This could be something that they're using too on certain people. Um, I'm trying to find in here where it says that the African breed shall never rise above the American. Let's see. Labor and slavery and social reform. Slavery to 1789. The first Negroes imported into Virginia as a bound servants. So these Negroes that was coming in 16 and 19 were bound servants. Okay. I feel like this binding for some of these people was never supposed to be removed here. It says importation. So these are 1619 to 1690 importations of African Negroes. All right. These also could be light skinned people because most of the stuff that I have on Negroes that was being written around the time that that word was being utilized in the Americas were light skinned or mixed, like your Du Bois and shit like this, like whatever his name is, Du Bois. They were more. I purchased. I don't know if I can still find it or not, but I purchased a whole thing full of old, okay, old magazines or whatever. Okay, this thing is gonna keep messing up, so I just have to put it. Y'all gonna have to just see the little slither. But most of the people around that time, the magazines and stuff were showing Negroes as most of the people that we would see today. If we seen their images, they would be light skinned or have kind of good hair. You know what I'm saying? Something like this. Okay. It says importation of African Negroes continued to moderate the scale. Only 3,000 Negroes established in Virginia. Okay. In 1618. And then we have as white servants continue to perform bulk farm labor. So these first Africans here that was imported 1619. I think 1619 was the first 20 and some odd Negroes. And then after that in 1620, I think to 22 were the first so-called women. So we have to be careful when we're talking about women. Okay. What was a woman to America prior to 16 to the 1600s? Or were these people still considered early man because they had not been contacted yet? Could these people have been Adam or the originals that was both male and female or had masculine and feminine traits? It's not everybody. They're just playing on that because I think Islam or somebody else, not Egypt, um, Islam or somebody was the ones that introduced also tarot, I think, to the world, if I'm not mistaken here. But right here in this moderate scale, only 3,000 Negroes estimated in Virginia. Okay, so these are the people that went on to be. Now, most of the presidents was born out of people that was birthed, were birthed out of people or something around Virginia, I think, or something like this. Okay, but if you look at this, this is saying to me that these white servants could have been Caucasians. They tried to come here and establish something, or these white servants was the pure blooded because sparkling ones, shining ones, pure. This is also what white means, okay? Snow white. See what I'm saying? These could be the people that they enslaved of us, actually. Okay, our ancestors that was enslaved by Africans, the first groups that was brought over here. These were the overseers on them fucking horses. They didn't show it ain't like it is in the movies. It wasn't some other white man on there or something or the master's son. It was more than likely an African. Now we did some stuff on South America a while back and we seen the black man that was looked like he was a slave owner or on the plantation and it actually read this way that these were the people that was helping whip these original people into shape, dark-skinned people. Also some of the first white women in South America in Morocco, they came from Morocco or whatever as gifts. They were showing these so-called white women or these pure-blooded Indians or Morocco, maybe not Morocco where Africa is or Africanus or whatever this is now, but this could be places I mean, it could be foreign, but there could have been places that was established here, where they was holding where they were holding the pure-blooded Indian, American Indian. That's why they wanted to cut off your foot. That's why they did, because if an African came here and he came down to a plantation, these plantations were 20 acres, 40, 50 acres. Where the fuck was they going? They don't know where they was going unless you was an Indian from that area and you knew the area or you knew the land. We talking about different strokes for different folks. You hear what I'm saying? So these could have been the pure-blooded Indians here. And then later on, we had the battle against Native Americans. There's a book that quoted that these Native Americans was giving pure-blooded or white Indians a problem. Well, what does that mean? They sure wasn't talking about Caucasian, because by that time, the people that looked white enough wasn't even called Indians no more. They was going over to be white folks. So we had to be talking about the American breed of Indians here. Okay? And them doing this over and over again, bringing these women in disrespectfully with this witchcraft and this shit, and doing something to American women that did not deserve that. We're pretty much meek, but we do have a warrior-esque energy, a superwoman fucking energy in us. This is the mama. That crest of civilization is down there by fucking South America, down there in that area. And none of the people look like the people that look like, not Mexican is a new by a Mexican and Native American are newer races. These are newer races, or these are what do you call it? Damn, I can't think of the word right now. I always forget this word. It's like an offspring of the original something. It's a something races or something breeds or something. I can't remember. Okay, I'm just not being able to remember right now. Some kind of it's a certain type of racial group. Okay, but it says judicial decisions and legislation, and the tobacco provides established slavery. Virginia Act of 1661 assumed that some Negroes served for life. So they assume this, but this is something about service for life, but they haven't been serving. That's the thing. They have been climbing the ladder in a different way that regular so-called, and they've been also intertwining it with us in the hood and shit like this, but under the guise that they're just like us and they not like us. Most you know yourself, right? And most of us don't want to kill other people that look like it's not normal. But in Africa, is it not normal, or is it normal for there to be a Tutsi and other kind of war, a Tutsi and Sunni or whatever war, and these people are killing people that look like them, that are from the same country or continent or whatever as them? Okay, because again, we have states and they have countries. All right, so Nigeria is a country. California is a state. But we have heard of them having wars against other brown people, full on. That's it. And some of these wars don't have nothing to do with white people. But normally in America, we don't. That's not in our nature. That's why it might even be so hard and so long for us to find out, some of us right now, what's actually been going on in these family dynamics. And that some of us is the black sheep because we the last one standing. But it's really those other people that are black people. You may be the pure one, or the one that's too bright, or the light of the family, or the lamp of something of the family here, the leader of the family. And then these people jumped on with scientists to what you was doing and took all your shit and then turned it into something that benefits them and theirs. Or you see the real nature of the man or the woman here. Now that don't mean I'm not taking my gifts from if a Indian masculine or feather left me. I'm not gonna we need to know who everybody is that have it written properly. All right. But if that's the case, I'm not gonna not take gifts that these people owe me. There's something else that's going on here. This is something that's indebted here. Okay. So this is a debt or something that had to be paid here. All right. So it says declared that all these, okay. It says Act of 1680 declared that all servants not being Christian, so these are not of Christ, so these is Hecate or Hecate or people that was honoring these pagan gods or these other energies. And pagan, I don't even think that pagan is a thing that you can really find that much on in America. in the earlier stages. We just was who we was. The pagan shit even came later. People saying, "Oh, people was pagan before." Okay, those people. That's why they lands is in the in despair. That's why they trying to carve out places of America to move the rest of their people to. You understand? You don't see what I'm saying? All servants not being Christian brought in by the sea were slaves for life. The issue following the status of the mother. So again, if my mother is a queen of England, okay, maybe. If my mother, if I pass through the womb, if I'm some kind of science project and I pass through the womb of a so-called black woman of America or Africa, I can see what they're trying to do. But they can't tell you where I can't. My daughter asked me the other day, so where do you think? I said, I don't know shit. A stork maybe, bro. I don't think it's for nobody to know. I don't think nobody could have the research. They don't have the researchers to look at this DNA. You know what I'm saying? And really know anything. You get what I'm saying here? All right. So again, this is people that's crying out for Africa. Oh, how we do Africans, African American. Okay, well, that's your mama then. You don't need to tell me. If you still talking about Africa as your mama, that's exactly where you need to be. It's disrespectful. So these people for the past 400 years have been lifting up something else other than, they've been giving my gifts or my stuff to people other than the Christ. They have, the star has been something else. Mexico, Asia, India, Africa, Russia, da 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 da. The Irish, whoever. Scotland. Mm-hmm. All right. But it's not even saying that. It's saying all servants not being Christian brought by sea were slaves for life. So somebody is saying that's old books, old. No, it's not. It's really not. I'm pretty sure we can find this in the law. Especially if these people, and if you can't, then what are they doing wrong? They're using fraud. That's grounds for, look up. Everybody should print up the list of things as terms of deportation and getting to work. So it's not even on one count, on it's two counts, three count. You're hurting if you're hurting the Christ, excuse me, or the Holy Spirit, that's one thing. If you are biblical, if you're hurting the Christ or the Holy Spirit, this is the soil, this is Gaia, this is her home, this is her. This is she's land here. Yeah. Okay. So, and then, so that's another act. And then on a legal level, you're doing something illegal. That's another. So you're breaking all kind of universal spiritual laws, indigenous laws, all kind of laws. And I'm pretty sure indigenous laws, I think they outweigh the maritime laws, but these people are acting like they don't know who they can use the indigenous laws with to protect. See, and that's then when you got to get called out, because to be honest with you, Native Americans are a newer race group. It's an offspring. It's a fruit of something. It's not even the soil. It's not even in the ground. It's not even the lowest thing. It's not even the root. These people that's using their German fathers and their German, that's treason. So even if you're saying that you was here longer than me, I know it's some bullshit in the first place, but even if you're saying that, then it's treason then, because you're not using my, and if you are having connections to some things, the American government or the underworld or something like this, you're not using it to protect the proper people. You're protecting them hoes that you brought over here that you just can't let go of. In a witchcraft, because they doing witchcraft on your dumb ass, hundreds and hundreds of years worth of witchcraft. So you really, King Charles and them was really the protectors and the providers over this nonsense that was going on that you didn't think was a problem, and some of you motherfuckers did, because they wasn't targeting everybody. You got to have that in your blood for them to even want to bother with you. So if you're getting it in and you're getting money, you're not one of God's shit. You're not the ones we're talking about. And you only you know how you getting it. So leave your mother and father and cleave on to your wife. America just could have been the wife. The motherland could be the one that you was born in. The father could be the one that came pick your ass up from the age of 0 to 7 years old and put you in the infirmary or something, infirmary, and then taught you how to defeat their enemies, and then brought you in later on to cleave on to your wife after you learned what you needed to know to destroy her. That's why your mama, it seemed like the mama is jealous of the wife. How? Well, this is my land, so you and your son can get the fuck on then. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I feel like they did in my marriage. They did a Houdini trick, and they didn't let the boy cleave on to me. They let him tap into my energy, get the anointing, and move the fuck on with the mother and the father and the family and the second family and my family and some people in the community, and they just robbed me. They could have been working to get something. At some point in time, this shit turned. If I would have never woke up and knew what was going on, this person would have probably been back here today. Like, I'm ready to take your hand. Look what I've given. But since this been exposed, then somebody might can't show their face now. But it would be like, okay, that's my safety net right there. That's you taking responsibility. These are people that don't have to take responsibility. Again, they also deal with more telepathic or cyber telepathic or AI chips and stuff like this to communicate, because they don't ever want to hear you saying something out their mouth that could be used against them, which is kind of smart. But if I'm the one that you trying to mix up my words and you can't do that, and I'm the king, you know what I'm saying, that's under protection, and you can't manipulate my words or sue me or something, then that's just an extra protection. I don't have to keep trying to worry about every word that come out of my mouth. I could put together, who got these people putting these speeches together to make it so it's comfortable, so you don't start no shit, so people don't start question. No, I'm gonna say what I want to say, and that's what I'm saying. It's something like, somebody trying to take your words and manipulate it or something. So what? You're not even up here. The fuck? Later on, for these mothers to get so greedy with the money and stuff like this, and want you to spend your money on whores instead of your wife, because she just can't stand it. She just so jealous. Authorizing conversion of Negroes to Christianity did not bring release from servitude. Okay, so again, let's see. Conversion of Negroes. So somebody could have tried to convert or something to Christianity, and this did not. So even if they converted, so this is what they were saying about the Greco-Roman energy. Even if they converted, that still left them in that energy of being under that code here. Okay, this servitude, the black code or whatever this is. All right. So they don't even know what they building down there in the South is just the belly of the belly of the beast or the belly of the ship, where everybody gets sick and get sores and get. Hold on, somebody at the door.